Imagine if you could place any key wherever you want on your keyboard. That'd be sick, right? I don't think it works. Well, it doesn't exactly work that way, but that's basically what you can do with the programmable split keyboard. Hi, I'm Dominique, and today I'll show you how you can move keys and change your keyboard layout with Bazecor, the configurator software for the Dygma boards. My Dygma boards. But many of you might be wondering, why would I want to change my layout? Well, guys, get with the times. For starters, see how far you have to stretch it to reach keys like backspace or enter, and those are keys we use constantly. That's why the right hand often hurts more than the left after typing for hours. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Look at how your hand contorts anytime you have to use a shortcut. Even simple ones like Control V are a pain to watch, not to mention weird combos like Save for Web on Photoshop. Control Alt Shift S. That's how it looks. Thanks to Bazecor and the thumb keys of the Dygma keyboards, you can remap those difficult to reach but frequently used keys to your thumbs. No more unnecessary stretching. Let's start by opening Bazecor and pressing connect. It'll take you directly to the layout editor. If you don't have Bazecor installed, don't worry, it's pretty straightforward. The link to download it is in the description below. As we said, we aim to prevent using the pinky to press backspace and enter. So let's start by moving one of those keys to the thumbs. For example, backspace, which is the furthermost key. Select the key you want to change, in this case, one of the thumb keys, and this menu will pop up. On the top left corner, you can see the current value of the key. To select the new function, select the desired key from the virtual keyboard on the right. We'll choose backspace. Finally, hit Apply Changes on the bottom right corner. You'll go back to the main screen and you'll see that the key is already changed. Easy, right? Let's repeat it for the enter, but let's use the much faster single view editor. You only need to press single view in the bottom left corner. Then select the destination key, in this case, a thumb key of your choice, and assign the new value in the key picker below. That's it! Now that we've finished rearranging the keys, we need to send the new configuration to the keyboard. To do so, just press the Save Changes button on the top right corner of the screen. That's it! We've completed all the basics. But wait, now you have two enter and backspace keys. That doesn't feel optimal. What if we use those keys to bring this exercise to the next level? As we established at the beginning of the video, enter and backspace are pretty uncomfortable keys to reach. So, what should we do with them? Here's our suggestion. Place even more uncomfortable shortcuts you use daily to those keys. Let's start with a guilty pleasure of mine. The emoji menu. The shortcut to access it on Windows is Win plus period. But pressing those keys every time you want to be nice, sassy, or mean might be too much. But what if you only needed to press what used to be the enter key? So let's see how you can do that. In the layout editor, select the enter key. As you can see, the previous value is enter. Let's change it to period. Now, use the Add Modifiers section below to add the OS key. Save the new settings and give it a test run. Now when you press enter, the emoji menu will pop up. But hey, we still have one more key to play with. Let's try one of our favorite shortcuts. On Windows, Shift, Win, and S allows you to get a snippet of a screenshot and save it to the clipboard. A very useful shortcut, but pretty annoying to perform because it involves 3 keys. Okay, let's fix it by setting it up to the backspace key. But now we'll use the single view. Again, select backspace and this time set the S as the base value. Then look for the Add a Modifier section. It's in the bottom left corner of the key picker and select Shift and OS. Yup, you can add more than one modifier to any key to create awesome combos and shortcuts. Amazing! As always, apply the changes and save them to the keyboard. Now you have a very useful backspace key. Making these and other changes to your layout will help you improve your productivity and, most importantly, say it with me guys, reduce those unnecessary hand movements and finger stretches. Great. And this is just the beginning. What do you mean? We're more than halfway through the video. If you're a keen observer, you'll have noticed that the layout editor has more options available. You can assign macros, dual function keys, media keys, or even keys that move the mouse cursor. And to top it all, you have 10 different layers to put those keys on. But that's enough for today. We'll cover those in future videos. Now it's time for you to focus getting used to these changes. Take your time, practice, and be patient. Don't try to change many things at once. As you can see, small modifications already have great effects. So start slowly and continue experimenting from there. If you need some help or inspiration, join our Discord and Reddit, where you'll have first-hand experiences and advice from other Dygmates and the Dygma team. The links are in the description below. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. You don't want to miss our next Bazecor videos. Until then, don't forget to use your thumbs.